Hello everybody, my name is Amal Mitra. Through this video, I will take you to a journey how to publish a research paper. My own journey began about 35 years ago. I was a young medical officer, just began a research. It was a case control study to find out why young children in Bangladesh were dying from blood dysentery or shigellosis. I finished my study, but I didn't know how to do the analysis, how to write a paper and publish it. With the help of many people, after reading a lot of published papers, I finally published the paper after 2 years. Dr. Roger Glass, my mentor and a scientist from CDC who worked with me on this project, wrote to me a letter. Dear Mitra, now your research is complete. If you ever work in an academia, it is often told you publish or perish. That means you must publish. But why do you publish? Because we can make a difference in people's life. The scientific community will know what new information we added to the knowledge. That is important. This is a very wonderful journey, but it may take a lot of pain. The process is sometimes lengthy, but once the paper is published, that is definitely very much rewarding. I will tell you a few tips that I learned from my doing research. The first tip is this is an art. Writing research paper is an art. It is not just writing correct English. There is more to it. My second tip, you must keep patience. It is sometimes frustrating when your paper is rejected. And many times it happens. In my life, many times my paper were rejected. But not only that you may get some harsh comments, also in addition to getting it rejected, but never give up. Third, you must select the correct journal, the right journal, which is appropriate for your paper. We'll talk about it in a second. And finally, and it's very important, please follow the journal style. I copy a paper, sometimes I copy 2 papers published in that journal and read it properly and see how they made the paper in very details. How they made the tables, how they made different sections, whether they have used subheadings or not, whether the subheadings are italic or bold, everything I follow. The reference style especially, what kind of reference style they are using. Sometimes we call it APA style or Vancouver style, but sometimes there is a particular journal style. Follow everything. Before you start writing a paper, my first question to you, are you really ready? Are these study results new? Are they making a big contribution to our existing knowledge? Or is it a validation of some previous works? Yes, sometimes we do that. Sometimes it is important to see if we get the similar results from another study that were done before. But maybe your study has been done in a different population. In epidemiology, we call it consistency. Consistency is important. I always advise my students, please do a thorough data analysis. Try to explore the data from every angle possible. Every kind of statistical test you should try if it is applicable to your data. Of course, the study result should make some significant message that you can publish. It is a nice expectation. Most of the journals try to find out if the study is innovative. Look at this scenario. You have a model that has been tested in different animals such as rabbits, mice, rats, Drosophila, dogs, cats, chickens, and hamsters, but no one has looked at it in a frog yet. We often hear this story. Studies in the Western world have shown that probiotics, for example, probiotics work in diarrhea. But it has not been tested in the situation of Bangladesh. Is this an enough justification that the study is novel in the context of Bangladesh? I want that you think about it. I'm asking you another question. How do you select a journal? There are so many journals in the world. What journal is appropriate for your case, your paper? You may check several factors. You may make a short list of, let's say, 3 or 4 journals from your review. What are these factors? I always caution you many factors that I'm talking about later. But first factor you can consider is the impact factor. Higher the impact factor, better the paper. Some journals have 25, 50 impact factor. Some journals are on the lower end, maybe 2, maybe 1.5. So if it is less than 1, definitely is not a good journal to choose. Then check the speed of publication. From the time you submit your paper until the time it is reviewed, and then when it is published. You can also check what is the scope of this journal. How you can find it? In the information field, it is usually mentioned what are the expertise of this journal. On their website, on their homepage, you will find this. You should also see who are the readers. Is it a local journal? Is it an international journal? What are the main topics they are publishing in their paper? Look at the recent publications. Check what are the topics they published recently. that may or may not fit your main science that you are talking about. Also check if it is an open access journal. If that is the case, you must find out how much you are paying for this product. And now, very important factor, there are many journals which are called predatory journals. Sometimes you'll get emails from journals saying that we publish your paper in 1 month, very fast. Our APC is only $100. But be careful, be careful. How do you know it is a predatory journal? Usually, these journals do not apply a standardized review process. Usually, they publish a high number of low-quality papers. They simply exploit the situation that young and inexperienced researchers are eager to publish. They are under pressure to publish. Look at the short story, short history of the journal. When it began, how long it is in the field. Look at the fees. Look at the publication fees. Is it too low? Then be careful. These are some of the tips I wanted to make for you. Now, I'm talking about different types of articles. In this discussion, I'm mainly focusing on original research article, but there are different other types such as short communication, case report, case series, review article, letter, sometimes hypothesis also you can publish in some journals. Now, what are the components of an original article? First is the title page, then abstract, introduction, materials and methods, results, discussion, and at the end of discussion there is a section called conclusion. Sometimes also there are some recommendations, and then you have references and figures and tables. The total length is about 10 to 12 pages of the text, excluding the references. I will talk about all these things in detail, one at a time, in my next videos. Please watch my videos, which is available at Open Academy. The website is www.openacademy.us. Please write me your comments, your advice, you like and share these videos, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.